Hey, it's Scott here with Quest Capsule, and today I'm going to do something I don't typically do, but I couldn't help but do it because I'm really excited about this new MacBook Pro, the 16-inch version, and it's all souped up with a lot of internal muscle, and I'm excited to unbox this for you guys today and talk a little bit about it. Not going to get too technical because that's just not me, but we're going to do this together, and I'm going to show you guys what my brand new MacBook Pro 16-inch looks like. So let's do it. Yeah, so it just came in UPS today. Just UPS delivered it to me this morning, and I couldn't help but set up the camera and decide to show you guys a little unboxing video, which I've never done one before, so this is a little unorthodox to my style of doing videos. So bear with me if I don't do this the way that you're typically used to watching unboxing. But yeah, I got the new MacBook Pro 16-inch, and boy, did this thing get macked out with some internal muscle that I'm gonna try to share with you guys. I'm definitely not a technical guru, and I'm sure you can find all the technical aspects of the new MacBook Pro 16-inch many places online, but I just wanted to kind of open this up. I was excited and just talk a little bit about it. Some of my reasons for going with a new MacBook Pro. I'm coming from a 2000 all the way back to 2012, so I've got a fairly old MacBook Pro currently, and it's, to be honest, it's so old that I can barely do any editing on it. Definitely felt like there was a need for me to do an upgrade. Of course, I did get the old 2012 to download the latest Catalina operating system, which took me probably all day and all night to pull that off finally. But it's still, it was definitely time for an upgrade, and that's where this guy comes in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start unboxing this thing. And to do that, I guess we start here, and they give you a little tab here that you'll open. We'll pull that up. Love how Apple does this. Makes everything nice and neat for you, which, if there's a way for me to destroy boxing, trust me, I'm the guy that will do it. And so get that off there. Yeah, so there's the box without the cellophane wrapper. So let's go ahead and take the lid off here. Such a good feeling doing this. There it is. I got the space gray version, and it's got a little residue. Might be a little bit of the sticky from the wrapper there. But yeah, there it is, all ready to go. And as Apple does, you got a tab here, so I'm going to pull that off. Actually, this pulls the unit out, so to reveal the new MacBook Pro that I'm going to work so hard on various projects for business and for vlogging. Yeah, so hopefully the speed of this computer just changes things in my overall editing scheme. Now I'm pretty much forced to stay in my office area on my MacBook trash can, and where I do love it, I have a huge monitor and I can edit on. I definitely wanted to enhance the way I edit, upgrade the way I edit, and be able to pretty much edit anywhere. If I feel like editing on the couch, or I want to get out of the office and go down to the coffee shop, hopefully this guy allows me to just plug it in, turn it on, and start editing. So let's see what else we got in here. So it looks like you've got the Apple, a little bit of Apple Care information, I'm guessing. Probably your, yeah, so you got your MacBook Pro details here. Welcome to your new MacBook Pro. Tells you a little bit about the computer. And then I'm guessing you're probably gonna have, that's some type of warranty info. And then where are the stickers? I know they got stickers in here. Oh, there they are. So you got your Apple stickers. Where do you guys put these? I've seen them on the back of bumpers. Maybe you can put it on the actual computer. I don't know if you do that with a MacBook Pro. I tend to put mine on my filing cabinet. So I have filing cabinet stickers all over the place. But it looks like that's it. Nice little container to hold all this. It's weird when you open up a MacBook Pro, you're semi-nervous. It's like, wow, it's definitely not a cheap computer. And on this one, I knew that I wanted to step away from a desktop scenario, so I went with a full 64 gigs of RAM. I did the best video card, the 8 gig video card. And let's just go ahead and, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go over that when I flip this over. But let's finish the unboxing. Like I said, I'm not good at these unboxings, but I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm seeing here as I go. So we've got our USB-C AC adapter cord here in this little neat compartment, and then you've got the unit, the charging unit right here boxed in, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing underneath this. Nice little compartment for you to keep the MacBook Pro if you ever do a resell, but keep that there for now, and let's put this here, and I'll flip this over and let you guys know the specs of my 16-inch MacBook Pro. So I went with, like I said, the full 64 gigabytes of RAM. And then it's got the 2.4 gigahertz processor with the Radeon Pro 5500M 8 gigabyte version. So the best version of that you could get. And it has 2 terabytes of internal solid state storage. So 2 terabyte solid state hard drive lives in this thing. And yeah, I just felt like, for me as a video editor to have, and this is probably your viewpoint too as far as editing on the run. I'm so used to having attached a rugged lacy hard drive or a few of them stacked on top of each other. I figured with the 2 terabytes internal, I can, edit a couple or transfer over a couple projects that I want to work on and keep that on the main internal hard drive, and then when I'm done, of course, back it up and get it off the main internal. But I felt like that 2 terabytes of internal storage is gonna eliminate the need for a external hard drive, which is a beautiful thing. And then of course the speed and the video graphics card in this thing hopefully make a huge difference in my on-the-go editing. So between business videos and vlogs, I'm really hoping this thing is a game changer walking into 2020, and to say the least, I'm extremely excited. So let's finish here. I'll make this a little more official so you're not looking at this upside down. All right, so let's finish the unboxing here, or the unwrapping, I should say now. So I guess what we do here is we pull this down. Look at that. And then you can easily, I always like to keep all the wrapping nice and clean in case I ever do a resale. I can just do my best to package it back up the way it came and then try to get a little more value out of the sale. So put this over here. Let's slide my Osmo case out of the way there. Crank this guy open. There it is. It's a beautiful computer. It's the space gray. The 2012 one I have currently is the silver, or whatever they call it, but it's the lighter one. So it's really neat to have this space gray one. I'm gonna crank it open here and see what it looks like. And then one more thing to unpeel here, and it looks like we've got a little wrapper. Look at that, it turns right on. I'm gonna, ooh, look at that. The Retina display in all its glory. So it's booting up right now, and I guess it's gonna walk me through the various setups that I need to do to get to the desktop. And I'm not used to this size of a trackpad, and also the touch bar that I've heard good and bad about. I've never dealt with one, I've never used one, so to see this and to see it, I've watched a few videos online, so I've seen them in action, but it's kind of neat to see it in front of me.
Contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute that so you guys don't hear Siri trying to get me to hurry up and set up my MacBook Pro when I'm talking to you guys, so we'll do that later. Anyways, so yeah, so excited about the touch bar, excited about the big track bar area, or the tracking area, whatever you call that. Yeah, so extremely excited to get this set up. I'll just stall on that setup temporarily because I just kind of want to talk about some of the features and not go through the actual process before I get to my desktop. But to look at the 16-inch version, it does definitely look bigger than the 15-inch version, which of course you've got an extra inch, but what I think I'm noticing the most compared to the 2012 MacBook Pro I'm used to working with is it's screen to screen. It covers the entire area of the laptop. So you flip this open and you're looking at complete screen. So for a video editor, I think that's gonna be really ideal because I need all the real estate I can for bins and clips and just however I like to set up my my interface there when I'm editing. So really excited about the extra inch of screen I get. That's gonna definitely help out with editing. But as far as this one, something I didn't think of until last night, and I'm sitting there tracking my order, is you don't have an Ethernet port on this. So you're left with, I believe, 2 USB-C ports on both sides on this version. So you've got the 2 USB-C there, and then you've got, I don't know if the camera can see this, but you've got 2 USB-Cs right here and the headphone jack. So I realized I don't have an Ethernet port, and for me there's a certain scenario that I know myself is under when I like to plug direct in. So I thought, you know, what am I gonna do about that? But I did realize, and been editing for over 20 years, and I should be up on this stuff, but there is a USB-C to Ethernet adapter that you can use if you need to line in with the direct line to the internet. So, you know, and I'm sure they have an adapter for just about any kind of input I need to take inside the computer, as well as your current Thunderbolts, your USB 2s and 3s, if you have older hard drives like that, like I do. And I will need to utilize those, so I'll be getting that adapter. I did get one of the adapters, the USB 2/3 to USB-C adapter. So I do have that for externals that I do plug in, but never had an internal 2 terabytes of storage. So it's gonna be neat to, you know, having a cup of coffee out and about at a coffee shop and have all my internal media in the computer, nothing hanging off the computer. Maybe the power cable, since I have heard somewhere that the battery life on this is really good, but when you get up and running and you're editing 4K footage, 5K footage, 6K footage, 8K footage, whatever it is you edit, you will need to eventually plug in because it'll drain the battery faster. I did see a video somewhere about that. I could be wrong. Let me know if I am. Like I said, I'm not a technical guru here. I'm just someone extremely excited to have a new computer and a very fast computer. So I've heard the 64 gigabytes of RAM is the max amount you can, well, it is the max amount you can do on this. And I've actually seen on that 32 would suffice, but I wanted to go ahead and just say, hey, I'm gonna max this out, because what I didn't realize is with the latest internal, the motherboard on the MacBook Pro, they've made it now where you can't do your own upgrades. So if you have a 32 gigabyte, or if you have 32 gigs of RAM, you can't upgrade to 64 gigs because the way they've soldered things to the motherboard makes it almost impossible without having Apple do it. I'm sure someone out there will figure out how to do it, but I didn't want to go that route, as well as the internal solid state hard drive. Now these do go up to 8 terabytes, but I just went with a 2 terabyte because I figured that would be plenty of space for me and what I do, moving projects in and out of this computer and using my 2012 as for documents and lighter stuff, and keeping this just solely as my editing machine. So really, really excited about this, and you know, just such a sleek, professional looking computer. It should, for the price tag. I will say this computer with everything, you know, everything it's got in it, the 64 gigabytes of RAM, the 2 terabytes of solid state internal storage, and the 8 gigabyte video card with the Apple Care is right over $5,000. So pretty big price tag, but when editing is, you know, you depend on it to make a living, you need a machine that can handle the types of edits that you do. So that's why we opted to go with the souped up version of this. I mean, of course we didn't go with the 8 terabyte. That's the most internal storage you can have, but 2 terabytes is gonna work just fine for us. Yeah, so it's about all I can think to go over the new MacBook Pro 2016. Really nice looking laptop, and I am very excited and very glad I could bring this video to you guys. Like I said, it's something I don't typically do an unboxing, but I wanted to show you guys. Hopefully it might inspire you to think about an upgrade if it's in your budget to do so. If not, save and get one, but I'm sure by that time they'll be releasing the latest, greatest MacBook Pro. But hey guys, that's gonna do it for this one. If you like the content, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to the channel and support us. Quest Capsule has been around for a little over 6 months, and we like to produce video content that deals with life and life of all shapes and sizes. We're not exotic travelers. We're not people who go out and are surfing in the Grand Cayman Islands or wherever you may be. We're your moderate vloggers who do like to go explore the world around us to the best of our ability that we can afford to do, and we like to bring that to you. And we do it in very interesting stories, and you know, a lot of editing goes into our vlogs. They're not your standard just cut things together type vlogs that you line up in a timeline. I do spend a lot of time producing the videos and like to have dips in music and just a lot of additives to my video to give them a little more production value. But we cover everything from locations to hiking to outdoor stuff, meteor shower watching to restaurant vlogs and product reviews like this. We're starting to actually get a few of these under our belt. So if you wouldn't mind, consider subscribing to Quest Capsule. It's definitely appreciated, and your support means a lot to us as we are growing, and we hope to bring you guys plenty of videos. Our tagline is, we deliver videos as life allows us to. So that's basically how it works here. We do have jobs and we have to work to pay the bills just like you do, but one of my greatest passions is producing videos that other people enjoy watching, and maybe it inspires them or puts a smile on their face or gives them, you know, just the right amount of inspiration they might need at a certain particular point in their life. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching this unorthodox unboxing of the new 16-inch version of the MacBook Pro. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found something useful and of value from the content, and we'll see you guys soon on the next video.